Welcome aboard Pan-Asian destroyer Kunming, the torpedo monster. And now, here's Ripper.
Coming strikes in silence deep. Torpedoes run, cruisers sleep. Steel and shadows on the sea. She's the monster, swift and free. Standing under light on the show, leaving.
Hey team, this is Ripper. You guys are doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with the Kunming. Yes, this is the tier 10 version of the Yoyang, or sorry, super ship of the tier 10 Yoyang. And this is the basically older brother YY, and it looks like a Summers for some reason, but it hits like a freight truck with all these deep water torpedoes. You thought submarines were bad. Check out this thing, and look at this first spread right here. This is just the first salvo of torpedoes. 15 deep water torpedoes with a reload booster to do it all over again. So you could potentially have 30 torpedoes in the water coming at you that are literally how much of the reaction time? 4-second reaction time. Ridiculous. But as always, before we get in, like, subscribe, bell button below. We also appreciate all the supporters of the channel. If you see how we're doing here today, smash those buttons, leave a comment. Thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoy the show. So the tier 10 Kunming. I'm sorry, dang it. I keep saying that. Super ship. Tier 11. Kunming is, man, if you look really closely, man, it looks really, really similar to his Summers with the 4-gun turret system. Pretty dang interesting here. I don't have the Summers. I think it's only available for these events or whatever it is, crates or giveaways or whatever. I don't have it. I actually would prefer to have the Venom. There was a time where I almost did get the Summers, but yeah, it was just too much to worry about, too much to grind, and too much time to focus on. But anyways, I have the Kunming now, and it's pretty dang interesting. And man, oh man, this thing is more scarier than submarines. I mean, if it just stays quiet the whole time with smoke, it even has, and I'll show you the next video I have with this thing, it has radar. So, I mean, if you don't know, the Pan-Asian destroyers have the ability to have radar. And they use kind of the American lines, like things like the YY is kind of similar to a, I don't want to say, it's not necessarily a gearing hull, but it has, it's a different class. I think the Burrows kind of follows the same thing. Laffy follows the same thing as the YY. Kunming follows the same thing, similar to Summers. It's kind of like those American destroyer lines. However, they have the radar gimmick, potential smoke, and the deep water torpedoes, which is his real selling point. Right here's another spread. Reloading 106 seconds. Look at this. Another salvo right there. And man, oh man, look at that hate right there. All that destruction heading down a channel in those torpedo channels. And you're going to see it just proves to be so freaking destructive that it is a very, very scary thing to deal with. Notice that I'm not really going into capping too much. They have the Yamagiri in their capping, my Missouri, Los Andes, and comparable. Everybody's in the back. So you know what? It's okay to be patient and wait for your teammates to figure out, get their head out of their ass and kind of figure out what they're doing. Meanwhile, I'm doing destroyer things. I'm staying up front. I'm spotting. I'm torping. I'm contesting caps. Later on, I'll have the radar to spot destroyers as well. It's going to be pretty interesting here. But look at those torpedoes now. They look harmless, right? But just wait for a second here. Eventually... Uh-oh. 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 Yes. That's exactly why. This thing is too scary. It's literally, they just sneak up out of nowhere, and you don't know what to do. Like I said, it's almost as bad as submarines. But anyways, I was just having an interesting time with it. Oh, another torpedo hit. Look how much damage those things are doing. I'm already up to 58,000 damage with 5 torpedo hits. Pretty ridiculous. All right, so the Yamagiri's in here capping, so I'm pretty much going to see what I can do here. And again, it's kind of boring gameplay if you want to think of it. This literally is the ultimate torpedo destroyer. I want to say borderline better than Shimikaze. I mean, I don't know. Unless you like Shimikaze's concealment, I mean, 6.0 is just fine for me. If you really want to be stealthy and go out there, and at least this Kunming has guns. It's got 4 turrets at the 127 millimeters. However, they kind of nerfed it to a 4.8 second reload, which is, I mean, I find it very odd that they would do that. I mean, it's the same damn guns as a gearing, a YY. Why all of a sudden do the gun turrets all of a sudden shoot slower? I don't know. I guess it's a balancing act, I guess. I don't know. But they should literally just make the guns all the same. If not, don't put guns on them. So, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna go around here. Oh, there's Yamagiri. Okay, let's see if we can duke it out with Yamagiri here. Notice that we have 4 turrets. Let's see how he might be able to shoot. I think he has a burst fire gimmick. I think right. Yamagiri is fun for that reason. Okay, he is pushing. I'm spotted. I don't have torpedoes to shoot at him. All I have is guns. So all I have to do is Missouri his radar here. And I was kind of going like, hey, Missouri, you going to radar at any time? But he said he was distracted. Not really sure what he was distracted for. But there it is. We spot Yamagiri finally. And here's the gun. Look how slow that reload is. Oh, God. It feels like molasses. Why can't I have a 2-second reload? Why not? All right. Now he goes undetected. Now, I'm undetected, so that's fine. But then again, Missouri has radar. So I'm sitting here going, what are you doing? I'm going, hey, can I have some intelligence? And I looked at him. I hit the Alt tab. I see that his radar is still on cooldown. Or, I'm sorry, ready to go. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Sitting here waiting, twiddling my thumbs. And then I'm going like, hey, type. I type in the chat, hey, man, use your radar, dude. And there it is. There's Yamagiri. We'll nail him at this point. Only front gun turrets right here, so pretty damn weak right here with a 4.8 second reload. This feels so awful. But hey, we get at least a couple connections there. Even with just 2 hits, you get about 1,000 damage. Not bad. All right, back turrets are coming online right now once we get it turning here. And now we got 4 turrets going on. Now we should be able to nail this guy, right? And boom, there it is. That's why you radar and support your destroyer. Pretty powerful there. Again, could the DPM be better than the Kunming? Yes, absolutely. I just don't know why they nerfed the guns so bad. Anyways, we get a lot of... Okay, watch this. This is where it becomes devastating. When you lose your destroyer, all of a sudden all the battleships go dumb. I just don't understand it. Your weapon systems all of a sudden go offline. Destroyer gameplay is just amazing, apparently. Very odd there, but this is all you do in Kunming. I mean, this is like YY Kunming. You just go around and look at that. There's the reload booster. Look what is in the water right now. Tell me that's not borderline busted right there. Like 30 deep water torpedoes. Look what this is going to do to the enemy team. It's just a massive demoralizer. It's hilarious to look at, but massive firepower. Look at this. Okay. Vermont, 81,000, right? Like, okay. I didn't think I would really do much. Maybe scratch his paint, but let's see how many get to connect here. A wall. 2, 3, 4. With floodings. Oh, wait a sec. He thinks it's over. And here come the second round, and then just ends the game. Wow. Yeah. Passive gameplay in Tier 10 right now. You take out the destroyers, like I said, you all of a sudden make the entire team go numb. But devastating, 150,000 damage, ends the game that quickly. How did we do? We didn't really do anything. Oh my God, number 1 on the team? I didn't feel like I did anything. Oh, well, look at that. My team's stuck. Shout out to Stuck right there with Epoxy. Playing, just running the map, running the show right there. Anyways, 138,000 damage for torpedoes. Guns did nothing. Spotting, yeah, capping, whatever. And, we lose money actually playing this game. But one more video of the Kunming, and then I'll see how it actually goes out with the radar build. All right, got another game in Trident Domination here on the map Trident. This is going to be interesting. I just pick a flank right here. I'm going to go, okay, let me support my flank. And this time you notice we got a radar build. So radar on the YY and Kunming is 7.5 kilometers. So the reason why I build it for this, because I really didn't use smoke too much. I'm always undetected anyways, so I just kind of sail around the map. I don't really need the smoke. I know I'm using the gun, so what point is the smoke? But well, the radar helps me... Basically, my team spot the destroyer that's just there being annoying, and you're going to see how powerful this thing can be. Okay, we got the Z-46 attacking my Christopher. I think they can handle themselves. He's just getting blasted. Yeah, the Christopher new American SAP line, very dang powerful right there. And Christopher takes him out. Now, unfortunately, this Christopher, I believe, does not have SAP, right? Let me see. Christopher, yeah, the American line. Oh, it does have SAP. My bad. Yeah, but it's like the Fletcher. It looks exactly like a Fletcher. It's got the SAP single barrel. I like the double barrel better, so I like the Burrows more. That's why I play it. All right, we got the torpedoes coming here. All right, that probably is from Yamagiri, so we're not going to mess with that. That's a lot of torpedoes. 6, yep, 6 salvo 3 times. So, yep, that's Yamagiri. He's over here somewhere. And unfortunately, I think he abandons his cap over here, so we're going to go ahead and speed down and head for Yamato. Let's see here. Anybody around? Looking. I'm trying to figure out how to get an angle on this Yamagiri. I have no idea where he's at. There's a torpedo, so he's probably somewhere in front of me. So let's see where he's at. Launch them just friendly torpedoes just for fun. Maybe I'll hit the Montana. I'm thinking this guy is to the south of me. He is like, that's why my team doesn't want to push too far south, because Yamagiri is somewhere. Yep, there Carnot is spotting, or I'm sorry, pinging. Let's see here. Where is this guy? He's probably in this direction right here. Let's see how we handle him. Again, he's got better gun reload than I do. I only have four turrets with 4.8 second reload. Let's see how we do. I'm going to need some help. That's why it's always good to stay close to your teammates, because you never know. Ooh, we get a torpedo hit. All right, another torpedo hit. Look at that. Just random torpedoes. Where is this guy? Okay, we get spotted. Okay, there he is. Oh my god, he's way the heck down here. All right, let's see how this works here. Get the back turrets there firing, getting him in the back. Only 1,700 damage, 1,700 damage. Now he's turning in. This is where it gets hard to aim, because the shells don't go where I actually aim. They always seem to just go wonky all over the place. 2,300 damage right there, not bad. We can get some help here, teammates. Anybody gonna fire at him, help him out? I don't have a burst fire or anything. I don't have a gimmick. I'm just using basic, should have destroy gameplay guns here. Very terrified if he's launching torpedoes. All his torpedoes are looking at me. Come on, hold on. Give me one more hit. I guess I'd take this myself. Holy crap, look at that. Almost dead. I'm terrified of these torpedoes. I feel like I'm about to get blapped by a bunch of them. Fortunately, nobody shot at me. His teammate fired at me, I probably would have died here if he had support. Yeah, that's why it's always good to support your destroyer. Look how much HP I have left. 857 HP. Now it's just torpedo runs at this point, because there's nothing else we can do. I don't think this Alaska survives to take the hit anyways. Oh, I'm going to fire at him. Let's see if I can get this kill. Free kill. And a fire. Look at that. And boom. Look at that. A Kunming kill with 4 slow-ass turret guns. 64,000 damage, and we basically get 2 kills right there. Let's see if we can take out this Montana. Nope, Montana goes down. You know, this is World of Warships gameplay for you. Like I said, once the destroyers go down, everything just falls apart at this point. And so with the Kunming, is it really good? For the deep water aspect of it, yes. I think just because it launches so many of them, 30 deep water torpedoes, the only problem is you gotta just hope that they, you know, like in the age of hydro and everything going on right now, they can get spotted. I totally whiff at this Napoli. He is so fast. He actually zipped right by. I thought he was going to go through the channel. Fortunately, he dodges all those torpedoes. So again, it's kind of like boring gameplay. You don't really focus on guns. I didn't really use my radar too much. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's really just sailing around. You're just a spotter. That's why if you arm the commander for the Pan Asian, you can get the combat scout and get your reload down a little bit lower. But really, this thing is a ridiculous torpedo machine gun boat. And watch this Hanover in the reverse. Very interesting there. So we're going to launch a spread right there. Just launch it right at them. And like I said, these things sneak up out of nowhere. And this is the gameplay. I mean, do I recommend the ship? I mean, it's interesting. It's fun if you like the torp boat mentality. I don't. I think it's kind of boring. Personally, I like to get torpedo boats. I'm sorry, gunboats to actually fire the guns and do something and have smoke and do something available or have some kind of input. But really, yeah, this is pretty much the gameplay right here. Just a massive amount of spread of torpedoes. It's basically a machine gun of torpedoes. And they reload decent, too, and they just sneak up on you. Look at that. And they do so much damage. Look at that. Boom, he goes down. Splash 3 right there. All right, and Carnot's the only one left. Well, let's see if we can get a kill with the torpedoes. I'm just going to launch a spread. I just put the reticle, like, literally on the left, the middle, and the right side of the predictive identifier. And let's see how this actually turns out. Carnot doesn't see him yet. Doesn't see him unless he has hydro up. Doesn't see him yet. So, again, they just sneak up out of nowhere, I'm telling you. So Kunming, definitely worth it if you're a torpedo destroyer. Yeah, but it costs money. I don't like these super ships. Oh, look at that right there. 4 kills finishing in the game. Yeah, super ship, they cost you money. They don't really make you money. But again, if it's your style gameplay, definitely try it out and see how it goes. But as always, hope you enjoyed the videos. Build be at the end of the video. Take care. If you see me out there, make sure to say hello. And as always, you guys take care, be safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Cheers.